Hello folks, welcome. So, had a firing yesterday. Just show you the kiln graph here. Yeah, we did have some, as you can see here, I had a bottle that went empty. I got involved doing something, came out to the kiln, and the kiln was completely out, and temperature had dropped right down, as you see there, down from 1200 and something down to 956. So I changed the bottle, we climbed back up again, and then about this point here, around 1650, I noticed that the bottle, when I went to turn up the gas, there was no gas coming out of the tap on the burner. I thought that was very odd because the bottle was a new bottle. So I had to disconnect it, and then I had to shake the bottle around, drop it on the ground a couple of times, and then reconnect it back up. And I managed to get it to light again. And then I have some other bottles there. I had a spare one that was empty, so I went up to Henry's, my Amish guy who I get my gas from, and although it was 8 o'clock at night, he obliged me. We filled up that bottle. He told me that with these bottles they've got like a safety thing inside them. If you open them up too quickly on the tap on the top, they shut off. And I think that's what I was doing. I was opening the gas on the... well, I won't go into the details, it's too complicated. But anyway, long story short, we managed to finish the firing. Got it up to 2319 on the pyro anyway. So anyway, let's, without further ado, let's hook it out. It's pretty routine firing, but there's a lot about what we do as potters that's pretty routine, isn't it? Pretty routine stuff, but there's always something to learn, isn't there? You maintain that attitude, you'll be forever learning and progressing. So yeah, this is a raw firing, although I did have some pieces in here that were bisqued. Basically, yeah, raw cone 10 stoneware firing. Let me see if I can get this camera right on top there as much as I can. Okay, let's open him up. Whoa, look at that. Right, let us hoik these pots out of here ASAP, because most of these pots are already ordered. They're already bought. Still warm, actually. Still warm. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, these were the ladies' mugs. Oh, it's picked up something off the floor of the kiln. Never mind, I can grind that away. Not a problem. So we're looking for melt, we're looking for nice oxides, good reduction. Ooh, do you see that there? I don't know if you can see that there, but that's a little bit of glaze there that must have, I didn't check it and clean it off. That could be. Always check the bottoms of your pots, you know. So these are my typical ladies' mugs, as I call them. People are always asking me, why do you call them ladies' mugs? Oh. I don't know why I call them ladies' mugs. That's my answer to that. So my neighbour Harry there, neighbour Harry. And these seem to be, yeah, we had a couple of tankards here. These are tankards. Quite nice. Oop! What's that? It's like a little place where the glaze is missed there or something. Okay, let's just put these over there on the wearboard. Yeah, I call them ladies' mugs because they are more curvaceous, more shapely. That's why I call them ladies' mugs. Now these, I had an order from, and these were sgraffito, iron oxide, but these I had to bisque fire. If you remember, I made comment about that. These were actually bisque fired because there was something about the red iron oxide. It doesn't come out well when if it's fired raw. So I had an order for 4 of those. I did more than 4, of course. You always want to do that. If you have an order, you know, don't just, if you have an order for 6 of something or other, don't make just 6. You need to make a few extras. Just, okay, so we give it a little shake like that before we lift, in case we get something stuck. Now, if you remember in the last firing, I made comment about the fact that some of the pots down the front, on the front side here, were a little bloated. Let's just hope that that's not going to be the case again. I actually checked the alignment of the burner, and the burner, as you know, comes in underneath this bottom shelf here. And then what it does is, if you can see here down here, there's some deflector bricks at 45 degrees to deflect the flame upward. And I think that the burner was kind of, it was playing too much on the bottom edge of this shelf and not lower down enough there, which was making the shelf hot. So I realigned the burner. Let's have a look at the cone. Cone is, yeah, well, you can see it's not quite touched, has it? But all but pretty much okay, I would say. Quite nice here. Raw glazed tankard. Got a few orders for these. Yeah, quite nice bright oxides, eh? Only threw these a few days ago. Little bits of the white I'm picking off is little bits of bat wash off the shelf, which is, that's nothing. We just tiny little, don't know if you can see it, just the tiniest little crack there, but it's a nice tankard. These little tiny hair cracks, as I call them, they structurally are nothing. They don't, I suppose technically it has to be a second. Now somebody ordered that. Somebody ordered one of those. These are popular actually. I should do more of them, shouldn't I? They're a little bit extra work because there's quite a lot more decorating you know, involved in doing that than say just doing that. Just a fact, you know. Okay, let's go and put these. Yeah, every firing is a learning experience, isn't it? You never. Okay, I've got a couple more of these guys. They come out okay. This, I don't know if you notice, is a little bit more shiny. It's a little hotter down there than the top shelf, just a little. That's all right. We like a kiln. We like a kiln that has a bit of variation. We don't want all the same temperature. It allows you then, you see, to mix and match different glazes, and some glazes, of course, are mature at different temperatures. So it's nice to have that little bit of variety in your kiln. Okay, so what we've got now is basically what's right down the sides here on both sides. I take advantage and put a few pots down there, snick them in, you know. It's come out pretty nice, little bud vase, eh? Yeah, pretty nice indeed. We'll take that. I think there's another foxglove down on that side. Whoa, that's a nice little peach of a pot, isn't it? That one is sold. If I even sell it, I might even keep it. And there's the thing, you know, don't just sell every pot as soon as you get it out of the kiln. You want to live with it a few days. You see, this is a brand new decoration. I've never done that decoration in my life quite like that. And it was completely spontaneous. I just held the pot in front of me and I thought, now what am I going to do with this? I want to do something different. What's it going to be? And I just suddenly got an idea come into my mind. Just do like that. Okay, and then I'll repeat it. And I could repeat it all the way around. And then I looked at it and I thought, I think I want to add something. So I added these cobalt lines. I think it works. Not to say it couldn't be improved, mine. There's always room for improvement. This is one I've done before. It's looking like it's been a good firing, I think. You know, considering I had two hiccups along the way, it's actually turned out the kiln has been very forgiving. Wouldn't you say? This was like a little jam pot, mustard pot. I can't get the lid off. See if I can find something to knock it. Where's my hammer? No, that wouldn't be a good idea, Simon. You want to actually preferably... Sometimes I have a piece of wood knocking around. It's a good idea to have a little piece of wood that you use to... Sounds like he's loose. Whoa! Oh look! Somebody put a little decoration under the lid. What do you know? That's a nice little... So these decorations were done on this particular piece with a... Let's move this into the light a bit. Yeah, this is the beer bottle cap. The beer bottle cap decoration here, and then this guy here was a sort of a piece of clay. I kind of rolled it, so it kind of went. I rolled it on itself, you know, and then I used the end. I've shown them to you before. It's like a snail, you know. Sounds hard, doesn't it? So it should be, it's cone 10. LS USA. Sold to the highest bidder. Yes, so let's just put these pots over there and then we'll do a count. How many have we got this time? So what I do with these always afterwards is I take them and I rub the bottoms together. Like that, you see. That's how we grind off our bases. And so on and so forth. Yeah, these are for Heather. Heather, she's up in Maine, I think. She wanted these. I hope she'll be pleased with them. Okay, we were going to do a count, weren't we? Countdown time. Countdown time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 mugs. 20. 5 bud vases. 25. And this little jam pot makes 26 in all. Not bad. No real seconds really to speak of. Yeah, that one pot here, it's got something going on here. I don't know what that's about. But I have seconds, and then I'll probably go up to the market, up to my local shop, where I've arranged to take my potter's wheel, and I've got like a mug stand, and I'm going to put a whole load of seconds mugs for sale and knock the price down, you know, and sell them off cheap. 30 bucks instead of 40 or something, you know, give a reduction. Okay folks, thanks for joining me. If you're interested in workshops, in-person workshops here, write to me. Got tons of empty spaces at the moment. If you're interested in doing a Zoom class, also write to me and I'll send you the details about how we go about doing that. And if you're interested in a Leach treadle wheel, write to me. I'm taking orders for a fresh batch, so get in touch if that interests you. Okay, thank you for being here, and as always, we keep practicing, don't we? Ha. We do indeed. Wow, it's a warm day today. Must be in the mid-70s. Bye for now.